G'day, Tristan White here. I hope you're really well on a Tuesday night. I'm here for the live demo, the Q&A, the introduction to the Culture is Everything Club. If you're here with me, please give me the thumbs up, say hello, let me know where you're tuning in from. I'd love to know you're here. But the plan for today's event is that I'm quite simply going to introduce myself. I'm going to introduce the Culture is Everything Club. I'm going to let you know what is the Culture is Everything Club, how it can help you to become a better leader, to build a better team, to build a better team culture, and how it can help you as a business owner or a business leader. I'm also going to show you what it looks like inside the Culture is Everything Club, and then I'm going to invite you to join. I would love to see you inside the Culture is Everything Club. If you are a leader that's a learner, that's also an action taker and ready to dive in and be the best you can be. So let's get on to it. I reckon I'm not, it's in the evening. No one wants to hang around for too long. So let's get into it. My name's Tristan White. I believe the world needs more great places to work. The reason that I'm here tonight is because to live the purpose of creating more great places to work in the world, I do two things. Firstly, I lead a business called The Physio Co. The Physio Co is a healthcare company that for 11 times has been ranked as one of Australia's best places to work. I'm working as hard as I can to create a great place to work at the Physio Co, and I've got a fantastic team that I've been working towards. It's been a 17-year journey from just myself to growing the business, the team, and continue to evolve. And there's changes happening at the Physio Co now. There's a whole lot of ups and downs, but that really is the first part of what I do. Secondly, is that I'm the founder and the chief guide of something called the Culture is Everything Club. Now, the Culture is Everything Club is a safe online space for business leaders like you and I to learn the skills, build the confidence, and be supported to become the very best leaders we can be. It turns out to create a great place to work, we need a business, we need a team, but we need to do important work on us as the leader. And if we can do that, then that is one of the important concepts. There's another important part about the Culture is Everything Club. It is lonely being a leader. It's sometimes it feels like we're the only ones who carry the burden of the business, of the team, of the people decisions, the financial decisions, the client decisions. It's a challenging job sometimes, but creating a community of peers and coming together with other people that are certainly on a similar journey is a really, really helpful concept. And the Culture is Everything Club brings together leaders on a journey like you and I. It also allows you to connect with an experienced mentor. And that's me. I am an experienced mentor. I've been on an entrepreneurial journey for 17 years. I now work with other people, and I just love sharing what I know, supporting people with what sometimes we call top cover, and that is who's got your back. As team leaders and business owners, we've got the back of other people, but who's got our back is a question that sometimes is asked, and the answer is me. I've got your back. If you join the Culture is Everything Club, I'm here to help, support, and do my very best to help you get through those inevitable ups and downs of business ownership. And so that is the concept of the Culture is Everything Club. If you got a question, I'd love to know it. Please say hello, and I'll do my very best to answer it as we go. But what I'm going to do next is I'm going to share my screen just a little bit, and I'm going to come across here, and I'm going to share with you what is the Culture is Everything journey map. Now, if you look on the screen and you own a business or you run a business or lead a team, you might find yourself somewhere, possibly towards the bottom left corner of this Culture is Everything journey map. And what this is what I see leaders firstly struggling with, and that is lots of churn in their business, and that is they can't find enough of the right people and keep enough of the right people, so they're forever having these people-related problems. Sometimes it feels like we're having to do everyone else's jobs, and sometimes it seems like an unsustainable situation we find ourselves in. And bottom left of the Culture is Everything journey map, you're feeling a bit stuck, a bit frustrated, looking for a better way to grow your team. That's what I see. I've been there myself, and that's what I see often. So that's the bottom left. If you move up the page or up the journey just a little bit, you'll see the stability circle, the stability sphere. At this point in time, we see leaders who are able to take a bit of a deep breath. They're able to put some systems in place. The Culture is Everything system is the foundation of creating this stability sphere. And this is what I wrote about in the Culture is Everything book, which if you haven't got a copy of the Culture is Everything book, you can order one over at tristanwhite.com.au. But in that book, I talk about the Culture is Everything system, the 4 steps to a world-class culture, and working through those steps, then you can get this stability sphere. But creating a culture system is not enough. We have to work on ourselves as a leader. And that's where moving forward towards the clarity sphere is where we start working on our leadership skills, our self-awareness skills, our communication skills. Leadership is communication. I didn't know that in the early days, but now I understand that leadership and communication are one and the same. They're so very close. And so the Culture is Everything Club is a place where I can support you, help you, teach you through regular learning themes and learning topics to move through this clarity sphere and learn those skills. And if you continue on towards the top right of the screen, then of course you can see the mastery sphere. Now, for what it's worth, I'm not sure that we ever get to the mastery sphere. It's an elusive concept that we're working towards, and we're trying to get there. I'm not sure that I'll ever get there, and I know that I'm doing my very best. I know that I've been through the stuck part. I know that I've worked through the stability sphere. I know that I've worked through the clarity sphere, and I'm somewhere progressing towards mastery, knowing full well that it's 2 steps forward, 1 step back, always making mistakes to learn new things. Sometimes you win and sometimes you learn, and that is the concept there. But when you're working towards mastery and you're getting closer to it, you will find yourself as a leader being able to work on your business as opposed to working in your business all the time. You'll be leading leaders as opposed to continually being sucked into the weeds, if you will, and having lots of rework to do with people-related challenges, client-related challenges, and the continuous cycle and treadmill that can be. And also you'll learn how to create a great place to work, which is one of my strong beliefs, is that we have to make work a fun, enjoyable, purposeful thing that we do. We spend so much time at work that I think it's really important that we do find a way to make it useful. So that is the Culture is Everything journey map. I would love you to firstly check it out and consider where you are on that journey map. And if you happen to be somewhere towards the bottom left with some challenges of ways you want to improve your team, or you're somewhere moving towards the stability sphere, you've got some good systems in your business, but you need to work on yourself as a leader, because we are all the leadership lead of our own businesses. And what I mean by that, we can't grow our businesses and our teams beyond the skills of what we are as leaders. And so we are the lead of our businesses if we are a leader, and we have to continually grow, learn, and progress so the lead gets higher and higher so that we can continue to grow our business and grow our team. And so that is the Culture is Everything journey map. Alrighty, let me push on here. And what I want to tell you now is why I created the Culture is Everything Club. The Culture is Everything Club, the safe online space for leaders like you and I to learn the skills, build the confidence, and be supported to be the very best leaders they can be. It exists because I went through a long, painful, challenging learning journey as an entrepreneur and as a leader, which I don't think it had to be as long, and I don't think it had to be as painful as it was, but it is what it is. But I'd love to help you, give you a leg up, support other leaders. At the moment, we've got about 28 members of the Culture is Everything Club. It's been open since July of last year. It's open right now for new members to join. And I just love supporting other leaders to make this progress in their lives, because when they make this progress, their lives become more in control. They become more sustainable in their work and in their life and in their relationships. And also we build teams which are doing really useful work. And so that's the Culture is Everything Club. Really, it's to help a younger version of me, if you will, a less experienced version of me, and it's to help other people who are on a similar journey to get a leg up and a support, because it doesn't have to be as hard as what it can be if we try and slog it out on our own. This is a community where you connect with a mentor and you connect with other people that are doing great work as well. So that is the Culture is Everything Club concept. Now, I want to tell you what it looks like on the inside. I want to show you what it looks like, so that then you can understand what I'm talking about, how it could work for you, and all that sort of stuff. And I just want a quick question here from Jess. So Jess says, "G'day Jess, by the way, nice to have you here. Thanks for coming along. I got a question. I led a small team with, again, seemed to have hit a values clash with a 3-month mark of a new therapist. I'm torn again with the hope that people can be inspired to redirect and choose more resourceful values, investment in their journey. Where's the line? Seems like we're caring more about her success and progress than she does." Jess, Good question. This is the sort of stuff that we get stuck on. And this is the sort of stuff I love helping and supporting people to work through, because we have to be empathetic leaders, but we also have to be accountable leaders who make sure we focus on supporting the people that are doing great work in their lives and progressing towards their better career and aligning themselves to the vision that we're trying to create with our team. And in short, Jess, it's an adult environment being part of a values-driven team. Yes, we support people, but there becomes a time when we have to say, this is what we expect, this is what we're working towards, and if it's not something that's going to work for you, then we need to find a way to either part company respectfully or we find a way to actually redesign what we're doing so that we can work properly, work well. But in short, Jess, when you're saying you're torn again, and with the hope that people can be inspired to redirect and choose more resourceful values to operate from, but how much time investment on their journey should we give is the question you're asking. The answer is only you can decide. But Jess, if you're veering too much toward the empathetic leadership approach, that it's time to be respectful and adult enough, and that might not be the right term. Responsible enough is a better word to use. I apologize, that's not the right word. Jess, it sounds like it's time for you to take on an even higher level of responsibility and say, I'm not going to continue to carry the burden here. This is a give and take environment, and I think it's time that we worked forward through this, because I'm not here to carry all the load for you. So, Jess, that was a long answer to your question. It was a long question you wrote. Feel free, follow up, ask another question. I'd love to hear what you make of that answer. But as I keep moving through this Culture is Everything Club, I want to quickly share my screen here and show you what I've got here. So here is my screen share. This is not quite the size that I wanted it to be. So let me just go over to this screen right here. I think is the one that I wanted to share. Excellent. Now I'll just move a couple of things around here. All right, that's not quite working out exactly what I want it to be. Let me zoom in just a little bit. That's better. And I want to zoom in. I want to show this right here is what I was looking for. There we go. All right, that was my notes on the side. It wasn't quite working out, but this is what I want to share with you. And this is the Culture is Everything Club, the landing page. So if you go to Culture is Everything Club, cultureiseverything.club is the URL at the top there. And if you scroll down, you'll see this landing page. And this is what I wanted to talk you through. And yes, the Culture is Everything Club is open right now for new members until May the 5th, which is tomorrow night. It's very, very soon. But the Culture is Everything Club is open until tomorrow night. But let's go down and see, who is the Culture is Everything Club for? This is what I really wanted to show you. There's a couple of things there. The Culture is Everything Club explains two things. The two critical parts of creating a great place to work is one, a strong, repeatable team culture that is created by building a culture by design, and a committed leader or leaders willing to be curious, vulnerable, and patiently persistent enough to grow themselves to be able to grow their team. And that is the second part of creating a great place to work on. And so this is where we move down this page. Cultureiseverything.club is the page we're on, by the way. And what I wanted to really talk about here is who the Culture is Everything Club is not for. It's not for leaders with less than 2 years experience. It's not for leaders who aren't ready to show up, be vulnerable, and ask difficult questions, just like Jess. Jess, I can see you made another comment over here. Jess says, totally appreciate the adult reference. Thank you. That makes sense. Jess, I'm glad I could help you just a little bit here. And Jess, these are the type of challenges that leaders within the Culture is Everything Club are dealing with regularly. And I help, I support, we workshop them, and also we share these experiences with other leaders who are working through it. And sometimes someone is going through it just at the same time as you are, and it's really useful to have a peer, have a friend, have someone to work through it. So I'm glad we could help there, Jess. As we keep going through who the Culture is Everything Club is not for, it's not for leaders looking for hacks, looking for shortcuts, or a recipe that will get them short-term results. This is the long game. This is about creating a great place to work, being the best leader you can be over as long as you possibly can. Leaders who haven't yet or aren't willing to learn the steps how to apply the Culture is Everything system to get into that stability sphere is also who the Culture is Everything Club is not for. So then who's it for? Who is the Culture is Everything Club for? It takes time, it takes commitment, and it takes consistent work to become the best leader you can be. The Culture is Everything Club is best suited for leaders with at least 2 years experience leading a team, Leaders who are ready for an ongoing multi-step transformational journey that will they own and be responsible for their own results. Leaders who are willing to show up, connect, and be vulnerable, even if it would be more comfortable not to. And leaders who are willing to live and embrace the Culture is Everything Club's 4 core values. That is the concept of who the Culture is Everything Club is for. And there are membership options there. I'll come back to that a little bit later. But I want to make sure that we cover what learning themes are covered inside the club. Because it's all well and good to say, yes, we need to become a better leader, but what specifically are we going to work on? And so some of the this is a list here of some of the themes that we have covered and we are going to cover in the future. And let me highlight one here. Creating a leadership team part 1 is where we're up to in the Culture is Everything Club with the existing members, and new members coming in will be part of a learning workshop. That is the next step, the next theme we're working towards. But don't stress, because new members and existing members will get a workbook. Let me share that with you right now. And that right here is inside my Canva is the workbook, the Culture is Everything Club. This is a PDF for download. There's an intro from me. And then as you go on, you will see there is a 1 page of notes, and then there is a challenge for each of 7 leadership themes that we've already covered. This is a 20-page workbook. All members who join will get that to be able to catch up, if you will, to make sure they've got resources from any themes we've covered, and that will be a growing resource that will help you to be able to make sure that you understand what the notes are and how you can catch up, learn, relearn, ask questions, re-challenge yourself, refresh. All that sort of stuff is really, really important. So that is the where we're up to, the lead map. Leading yourself first, being assertive and holding others to account. Now, Jess, there is one for you. Holding others to account and being assertive is such an important skill. It sounds like that's part of what's of the challenge that you're finding right now. And I get it, Jess. I've been there before. I really understand where your challenge is. Giving and getting better feedback, leading effective, engaging meetings, and coaching in the moment. The last one is an important theme. It'll be towards the end of 2021. Building confidence to have important conversations about cash. That is a really difficult leadership concept, and I think it's important that we learn how to do that. These skills are learned, but these skills need to be worked through and supported by someone who has been through them before. And so, as you scroll down this page, cultureiseverything.club is the page, and you'll find out more of what some of the founding club members were saying. And so, Matt here, who it says here is a founding emerging leader member. By the way, Matt is moving towards, has just joined as an action taker member. So he's stepped up. He started as emerging leader and he's stepped up as an action taker member right now. And it says, Matt writes here, if you want to refine, kickstart, or just ramp up your leadership, then you should definitely join the Culture is Everything Club. And Sarah writes, if you're looking for a supportive group to help improve your leadership, knowledge, and skills, this club is great. The key themes and learning materials are really helpful, combined with a supportive group of growing leaders who are facing the same struggles as you are. That is Sarah, and she was a founding Action Taker member. So there's just a few things that you'll find over at the cultureiseverything.club. By the way, let me come off that chair for 1 second and so make sure that you know who I am. Tristan White here. If you just arrived, we're working through the Culture is Everything Club, what it's about, who's it's for, and all the details. So if you just arrived, nice to have you here. If you've got a question, feel free to type it in. Feel free to type it in the comments, and I'd love to hear what you're thinking, any questions, and just like Jess asked a little bit earlier. If you've got a question about your team, your leadership, hey, I'm here to help. I'm here to help in the best way I can. Let me get back over here where I wanted to share with you. I wanted to show you what happens if you do happen to join the Culture is Everything Club. If you happen to join the Culture is Everything Club, which I'd love to see you consider and join me and the other members, you'll come inside. So you'll start here at cultureiseverything.club. You'll choose a plan. It'll take you to the bottom. You can choose to be either an emerging leader member or an action taker member. If you choose to join using one of those buttons, you'll come inside, set up an account, and you'll land right here at the welcome screen. At the welcome screen for new members, there's an article that I've written to welcome you to the club. There's a question to answer to get involved, to start engaging with the community. There's a follow-up article about the basics and the background. And then there's an invitation to the welcome call for our newest members happening this Thursday, May the 6th. Thursday, May the 6th at 1:30 p.m. is a welcome call. It will be recorded. All the learning workshops are recorded in the Culture is Everything Club. If you join, you can make it fantastic. It will be intro orientation. If you can't make it, it'll be recorded. You'll definitely be able to catch up. And lastly, there's a leadership transformation roadmap. We'll come to that very soon. If you then happen to click, once you've joined, if you click on the events tab, then you'll find this screen right here. Yes, you'll find the welcome call for our newest members is happening on Thursday. Yes, you'll find there's a learning workshop creating a leadership team part 1 happening on Friday. Yes, you'll see on Monday, every Monday, there's a weekly top 3 call. It's a short, sharp huddle with me on Wednesdays at 1 o'clock to make sure we're aligned and connected and make sure we know what we're working on for the week. Focus is really important. The Culture is Everything Club is something that helps you to focus on what's important for you and your team. If you then happen to click on the topics tab, then you'll find this topics tab right here. Every single week, there's a Monday Mindset tab with an update and something to reflect on. Every single week, there's a top 3 post to make sure that you are committed to and making clear decisions on your priorities. And there is monthly wins topic as well. This is growing. This is early days for the topics part of the Culture is Everything Club, but it's certainly a good starting point. If you go into Monday Mindset, for example, you'll see there is plenty of posts. As that loads for a sec, there's plenty of posts. This one was from Monday this week. There's lots of posts that have been populating there, and we've been posting every single week since July that we first opened. All right, keep going. A couple more things in the Culture is Everything Club. The Member Spaces tab, if you click on that, you'll see that there are specific spaces inside the Culture is Everything Club for different people at different levels of membership. The Action Taker All-In is the highest level of membership where people are able to work one-on-one with me. That is the All-In membership. The Action Taker Member Space is for entrepreneurs and business owners who are working in a small group environment with me. And the Emerging Leader Member Space is for business leaders who aren't the owner of a business, but they lead a team and they're growing themselves as a leader. They have the access to the coaching program, which is certainly a group coaching environment where we get to have these learning workshops, and we also get to record them and review them and ask questions. And down here, these are spaces for the deeper members who are working closely with me. Dig Deep and The Incredibles are 2 small groups who are part of the Culture is Everything Club. All right. What's next? Learning. Learning is the next tab I wanted to show you. If we click on go to the Learning tab and you come across here to the Leadership Transformation Roadmap, this is where the action of the learning happens inside the Culture is Everything Club. Every single theme has got its own area. Leading yourself first is where we started. The foundations of leadership, being assertive and holding others to account, all those things that we saw earlier. Every single one of these topics has got a 1-page summary where we can click on the link here and get ourselves a 1-page summary of the foundations of leadership as that opens up. There is also, let's close that one for a second, there is also a copy of the slides from the presentation from the workshop, and then there's a challenge of how we can take action and make sure that we're putting the learnings into our own skills, we're challenging ourselves, and we're taking action. So that is the leadership roadmap that I wanted to share with you. All right, I think that is the last thing I wanted to share with you inside the club. So let me just come off the share there for 1 second and come back over there. There we go. All right, back again. Jess, if you're still here, I just wanted to check with you. I think that I helped you, but if you've got any more questions about your team, love to answer them as well. You've got me now for a few minutes, so I think it's a good chance to make the most of it, if you will. So let me check my notes over here to make sure that I've shared with you what I wanted to share with you. Look, I think that's most of it. I've given you an overview of the Culture is Everything Club. I've talked you through who it's for, who it's not for. I've talked you through what some of the other members are saying. I've talked you through the different parts of the Culture is Everything Club. I probably want to just make sure that I do go back over here. I click on this first tab, the Culture is Everything Club tab, which was this one here. And I do want to tell you the different types of member you can have. And that is either the Emerging Leader member. for business leaders who aren't the owner of a team is who this is specifically created for. Sorry, let me say that again. Business leaders who lead a team and are responsible for others, but aren't the owner of a business, I should say. The Action Taker member is the one that's actually created for owners of businesses, entrepreneurs. And what the difference is that the Action Takers get access to the group coaching, which happens on Fridays. That's an important point. The group coaching happens on Fridays. On the first Friday and the third Friday of the month is when the group coaching happens. But Action Takers on the fourth week of the month, they get something extra compared to emerging leaders. They get something called the Council. It's a small group mastermind meeting with me. It goes for 2 hours. It happens every month, and we reflect on our lives, on our businesses, on our families, what's working, what's not working, how can we improve it? And also we get to ask a question or questions of the group and of each other of how we can work through a challenge. It's amazingly supportive. It's amazingly challenging. It's amazingly revealing. And the Action Takers in the Culture is Everything Club rave about the council. It is the most powerful part of the council membership of their Culture is Everything Club membership that the Action Takers have got. Yes, it costs more money to be an Action Taker member, but if you're an entrepreneur, you create this supportive network, you get this regular meeting with others as well as the group coaching. It's really, really, really powerful. So emerging leader and Action Taker member are the two things that I really wanted to point to. If you've got any questions about those, please do let me know. But I would love to invite you to become a member of the Culture is Everything Club. This will be the only time in 2021 that the club is open. It's open right now, and it'll open only until midnight, or sorry, let me get that right, 11:59 tomorrow night, which is Wednesday the 5th of May. Excuse me, come on over here for a sec. Click that button. There we go. All right, I'm back. We're at the end. We've been here. It's 8:12 where I am. I promised I'll be out of here by 8:30. Not 8:30, 8:15. So we've got 3 minutes left. If you've got any questions, please, I would love to hear them. Either ask them now or ask them in the comments. I'll come back. I'll circle back. I'll ask them, answer them if you've got any more. There is plenty of time for questions now and plenty of time for questions for tomorrow. If you'd like, the Culture is Everything Club, a safe online space for leaders of businesses who are going through a transformational journey. My name's Tristan White. I'm very grateful to have had your attention for some or all of this video. I'd love to invite you to be part of the Culture is Everything Club if the timing is right for you. This is the one and only chance to join in 2021. Consider becoming an emerging leader. Consider becoming an action taker. If you've got any questions, please let me know. My email address is tristan@tristanwhite.com.au, by the way. And I can see that there's one more question here from Jess. So I just want to quickly get this up so I can read Jess. Jess writes, I've access to being very direct, so perhaps sorry, Jess, I'm just reading this comment as we go. I guess I'm hoping that the line of it is going to happen or not will be clear, just not sure. Jess, it's a specific situation that you're working through. Thank you for sharing it with me here. I reckon if you'd like to email me, I'll help you out. Tristan@tristanwhite.com.au. This is what members of the Culture is Everything Club get. And look, this is a Culture is Everything Club event. I'd love to help and support you if I can, in the best way I can. So please do send me an email if you'd like to follow up there, Jess. But I reckon that's it. My name's Tristan White. This has been the Culture is Everything Club intro, demo, Q&A. I'd love to invite you. You've only got till 11:59 p.m. on Wednesday, May the 5th, to join. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being part of the crew. I really appreciate you. Have a good night. Have a good day wherever you might be. Look forward to seeing you somewhere, sometime, possibly inside the Culture is Everything Club. Take action. Be the best person, the best leader you possibly can be to have a life that's in control and more sustainable. That's what this is all about. Catch you later. See ya.